Penguins are flightless, aquatic birds that are best known for their distinctive black and white plumage and waddling walk. They belong to the family Sphenicidae and are primarily found in the Southern Hemisphere, with the largest populations in Antarctica, but also in South America, Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. Despite their inability to fly, penguins are excellent swimmers and are highly adapted to life in cold environments. Penguins are characterized by their streamlined bodies, which help them move efficiently through water. Their wings have evolved into flippers that allow them to swim at impressive speeds of up to 15 miles per hour. Penguins' bodies are covered with a layer of dense feathers that provide insulation, and they have a thick layer of blubber under the skin to protect them from the cold. Penguins range in size depending on the species. The largest, the emperor penguin, can grow up to 4 feet tall and weigh around 90 pounds, while the smallest, the little blue penguin, reaches only about 1 foot in height and weighs about 2 pounds. Although often associated with Antarctica, penguins can be found in a variety of habitats, from the icy coasts of the southern polar region to the temperate shores of Patagonia, and even the warmer climates of the Galapagos Islands near the equator. Species like the king penguin and Adelie penguin thrive in cold regions, while others, like the African penguin, prefer more temperate environments. Penguins spend much of their lives in the water, coming to shore only to breed, molt, or rest. They are highly adapted to marine life and can spend months at sea, swimming long distances to find food. Penguins are carnivorous and primarily feed on fish, krill, squid, and other small marine creatures. They are skilled hunters and can dive to depths of over 1,800 feet to catch their prey. Penguins rely on their sharp vision underwater to locate food, and their flippers allow them to maneuver quickly while pursuing prey. To sustain themselves, penguins can consume several pounds of food per day, especially during the breeding season when they need extra energy. After gorging themselves, penguins may go through periods of fasting while they care for their young or molt. Penguins are highly social animals and live in large colonies, called rookeries, which can number in the thousands. These colonies offer protection from predators and harsh environmental conditions. Within these colonies, penguins engage in complex social behaviors, such as vocalizations and body language, to communicate with each other. Penguins are known for their monogamous breeding behavior, often forming long-term pair bonds. During the breeding season, males and females take turns incubating their eggs and caring for their chicks. The emperor penguin, in particular, is famous for its incredible parental care, with males incubating the eggs on their feet during the freezing Antarctic winter while females go off to feed. Penguins breed once a year, usually returning to the same nesting grounds to lay their eggs. The number of eggs depends on the species. Emperor and king penguins typically lay only 1 egg, while other species, like the Adelie penguin, may lay 2. After the eggs are laid, the parents take turns incubating them, keeping them warm in the extreme cold or harsh environments they inhabit. Once hatched, the chicks are covered in downy feathers and are entirely dependent on their parents for food and warmth. Both parents will regurgitate food to feed the chicks until they are old enough to fend for themselves. The chicks grow rapidly and typically form creches, or groups of young penguins, for added protection while their parents hunt. Penguins face several predators, both on land and in the sea. In the ocean, they are preyed upon by leopard seals, killer whales, and large sharks. On land, their eggs and chicks are vulnerable to skuas, petrels, and other predatory birds. While adult penguins are relatively safe in large colonies, they are still at risk from natural predators. Human activities pose significant threats to penguins as well. Climate change, particularly the melting of ice in polar regions, is affecting the availability of food and the habitats that penguins rely on for breeding. Overfishing of krill and fish, as well as oil spills, pollution, and habitat destruction are also major challenges for penguin populations. The conservation status of penguins varies by species. Some, like the emperor penguin and the Adélie penguin, are classified as near threatened, while others, such as the African penguin and the Galapagos penguin, are considered endangered due to habitat loss and declining food sources. International conservation efforts are underway to protect penguin habitats, reduce the impact of overfishing, and mitigate the effects of climate change. Various organizations are working to ensure the long-term survival of these iconic birds by monitoring populations, conducting research, and establishing protected areas. Penguins are fascinating birds, perfectly adapted to life in some of the most extreme environments on Earth. Their social behaviors, impressive swimming abilities, and unique parenting strategies make them a beloved species worldwide. However, they face growing challenges from climate change and human activities, making conservation efforts essential to their survival. As ambassadors of the cold seas, penguins remind us of the delicate balance of life in the world's oceans and the need to protect their natural habitats.